The year was 1982. A ripped Sylvester Stallone, drenched in sweat and mud, exploded onto the big screen as John Rambo. He wasn't just an action hero, he was a force of nature. Audiences were captivated by his raw power and relentless determination. Rambo wasn't just surviving the jungle, he was conquering it, and he did it all with a physique that redefined what it meant to be fit. Stallone's portrayal of Rambo ignited a fitness craze that swept the globe. Gyms were packed with guys wanting those signature Rambo muscles. But what they saw on screen wasn't just special effects or clever editing, it was the result of grueling workouts and an unyielding commitment to physical excellence. Stallone's physique in Rambo wasn't about looking good on a beach, it was about embodying the character's survival instincts and raw power. Every muscle, every sinew screamed resilience and grit. Rambo became synonymous with pushing your body to the edge and emerging stronger on the other side. Sylvester Stallone's approach to fitness extended far beyond simply lifting weights or following a fad diet. He understood that true strength was a holistic pursuit, encompassing physical training, disciplined nutrition, and an indomitable mindset. For Stallone, it was about becoming a complete package, a finely tuned machine capable of enduring extreme challenges. He believed in challenging himself constantly, both physically and mentally. This wasn't about vanity, it was about self-improvement and unlocking his full potential. Every workout was a battle, a test of his willpower and determination. He embraced the pain, the sweat, the exhaustion, knowing that it was all part of the process of transformation. Stallone's pursuit of physical excellence wasn't just about achieving a certain look. Sylvester Stallone's mental fortitude was as impressive as his physical prowess. He approached his training with a warrior's mindset, embracing challenges head-on and refusing to back down. Stallone understood that true strength began in the mind. He believed in visualizing his goals, seeing himself achieving them with crystal clarity. This unwavering belief in himself fueled his workouts and pushed him through moments of doubt or fatigue. He thrived on pushing his limits, both mentally and physically. Every obstacle, every setback, was an opportunity for growth. His resilience was legendary, his spirit unbreakable. Sylvester Stallone's approach to building muscle was as straightforward as it was intense. He believed in the basics, the foundational exercises that have stood the test of time. His routine revolved around compound movements, exercises that engage multiple muscle groups simultaneously. These weren't just about lifting heavy weight, they were about building functional strength. One of his staple exercises was the barbell bench press. This classic move targeted his chest, shoulders, and triceps, building a powerful upper body. Another cornerstone of his routine was the squat. This full-body movement engaged his quads, glutes, and hamstrings, building powerful legs essential for explosive movements. Section 2. No pain, no Rambo, embracing intensity. Sylvester Stallone's workouts weren't for the faint of heart. He embraced intensity, pushing himself to the brink of exhaustion and beyond. His philosophy was simple: no pain, no gain. One of his key principles was high-volume training. This involved performing a large number of sets and reps, pushing his muscles to their absolute limits. He also incorporated supersets and drop sets into his routine. Stallone's training style wasn't about taking it easy, it was about pushing his limits and embracing the burn. Section 3. Fueling the machine, a Spartan approach to nutrition. Sylvester Stallone understood that building a Rambo-worthy physique wasn't just about what happened in the gym, it was also about what he put into his body. His diet was a testament to discipline, and a deep understanding of how to fuel his intense workouts and support muscle growth. He followed a strict high-protein diet, consuming lean sources of protein like chicken, fish, and egg whites. Complex carbohydrates also played a crucial role in his diet. He focused on slow-digesting carbs like brown rice, sweet potatoes, and oatmeal. Stallone avoided simple sugars and processed foods. Hydration was paramount, and he consumed copious amounts of water throughout the day. Section 1. Sculpting the Warrior, a closer look at Rambo's workout. Sylvester Stallone's training for Rambo wasn't about following a cookie-cutter routine. It was about building a physique that was both aesthetically impressive and functionally powerful. This meant focusing on exercises that built raw strength, explosive power, and unwavering endurance. Stallone's routine was a melting pot of classic bodybuilding movements and functional exercises. One of the hallmarks of Stallone's training was its emphasis on bodyweight exercises. Another key element was the incorporation of outdoor training. He embraced the elements, using nature as his training ground. Section 2, Chin-ups, ascending to peak strength. No exercise screamed Rambo quite like the chin-up. This classic bodyweight movement was a staple in Stallone's training arsenal. It targeted his back, biceps, and forearms, building a powerful and defined upper body. Stallone's approach to chin-ups was all about intensity and perfect form. He would often add weight to his chin-ups, increasing the resistance and maximizing muscle activation. Each rep was a battle against gravity, a test of his willpower and strength. Section 3. Dips, forging an ironclad upper body. Another cornerstone of Stallone's Rambo workout was the dip. This compound exercise targeted his chest, triceps, and shoulders, building a powerful and defined upper body. Stallone's approach to dips was characterized by his relentless pursuit of intensity. He would often add weight to his dips, pushing his muscles to their absolute limits. He understood that proper form was crucial for maximizing muscle activation and minimizing the risk of injury. He maintained a straight back, keeping his core engaged throughout the movement. Each rep was a battle against gravity, a testament to his dedication to forging an ironclad upper body. Section 4. Abs of steel, carving out a warrior's core. Sylvester Stallone's dedication to building a powerful and defined core was evident in his relentless pursuit of a chiseled midsection. He understood that a strong core was essential for overall strength, stability, and the ability to withstand the rigors of combat. His ab workouts were legendary, a testament to his commitment to carving out a warrior's physique. Stallone's approach to ab training went beyond endless crunches. He incorporated a variety of exercises that targeted all areas of his abdominal muscles. One of his go-to exercises was the hanging leg raise. He also incorporated exercises like the Russian twist, bicycle crunches, and planks into his routine. Fueling the machine, a Spartan approach to nutrition. Sylvester Stallone knew that building a physique like Rambo's wasn't just about punishing workouts. His diet was all about discipline. It was about giving his body the fuel it needed to recover and grow. Forget fancy supplements and trendy diets. Stallone kept it simple, clean, and effective. He knew that food was fuel, not just something to enjoy. Every bite had a purpose. Protein power, the cornerstone of Rambo's diet. Protein was the king of Stallone's dietary kingdom. He knew that to build muscle you had to feed your muscles, and protein was the building block. Every meal was centered around a lean protein source. Think grilled chicken breast, fish, and egg whites. Stallone understood that these lean protein sources provided the essential amino acids his muscles needed to repair and grow. He prioritized protein intake throughout the day, ensuring his body had a constant supply of these building blocks. Carbohydrates, fueling the warrior's fire. While protein was king, carbohydrates were the loyal knights of Stallone's dietary roundtable. He knew that carbs were essential for providing his body with the energy it needed to power through those grueling workouts. But he wasn't reaching for sugary drinks or processed snacks. He chose his carbs wisely, focusing on slow-digesting, nutrient-rich sources. Think brown rice, sweet potatoes, and oatmeal. These complex carbs provided a steady release of energy, preventing those energy crashes that can derail a workout. He timed his carb intake strategically, consuming most of his carbs earlier in the day to fuel his workouts and allow for adequate digestion. Stallone understood that not all carbs were created equal. He avoided simple sugars and refined grains, recognizing that these would only spike his blood sugar levels, leading to energy crashes and fat storage. His focus was on whole, unprocessed carbs that provided sustained energy and supported his overall health. This strategic approach to carb intake wasn't about deprivation, it was about fueling his body intelligently. It was about providing his muscles with the energy they needed to perform at their best, while keeping his blood sugar levels stable and his energy levels high throughout the day. Section 4. Hydration, the lifeblood of a warrior. Stallone knew that water was essential for life, but it was more than just a basic necessity for him. It was the lifeblood of his training, the key to unlocking his physical potential. He drank water religiously, knowing that even slight dehydration could sabotage his workouts and hinder his recovery. He carried a water bottle everywhere he went, constantly sipping throughout the day. He understood that staying hydrated wasn't just about quenching his thirst, it was about optimizing his performance, both in the gym and in everyday life. Proper hydration was crucial for regulating his body temperature, especially during those intense workouts. It helped transport nutrients to his muscles, aiding in recovery and growth. And it played a vital role in flushing out toxins, keeping his body functioning at its peak. Stallone's emphasis on hydration wasn't just about drinking more water, it was about creating a habit, making hydration an integral part of his daily routine. He understood that consistency was key when it came to reaping the benefits of proper hydration. Mind over muscle, the mental game of a warrior. Sylvester Stallone knew muscles were important, but the mind, that was the real engine. The mind drove the body. It pushed you when the body wanted to quit. Building a Rambo body wasn't just about lifting weights. It was about conquering your mind. He treated every workout like a mental battle. He knew that the moment you let your mind check out, your body would follow. So he stayed focused, present. He embraced the pain, knowing it was temporary. What was permanent? The mental toughness he was building. Weakness was a choice, Stallone believed. So he chose strength. Every rep, every set was a test, and he was determined to pass with flying colors. This wasn't about ego, it was about proving to himself that he could overcome any challenge, physical or mental. He understood that the body would eventually tire, but the mind was limitless if you trained it right. And Stallone trained his mind relentlessly, pushing it beyond its comfort zone, forging an unbreakable spirit. Visualization, seeing the Rambo within. Sylvester Stallone was a big believer in visualization. He didn't just want to be Rambo. He saw himself as Rambo. He pictured himself conquering those grueling workouts, pushing past fatigue, and emerging stronger on the other side. He knew that the mind was a powerful tool, and he used it to his advantage. Before every workout, he'd close his eyes. He'd see himself performing each exercise with perfect form, feeling the burn, the sweat dripping, the muscles working in unison. This wasn't just some empty ritual. It was about priming his mind and body for success. He understood that the body often followed the mind's lead. So he fed his mind positive, empowering images. He saw himself achieving his goals, pushing past his limits, and transforming into the best version of himself. This wasn't about wishful thinking. It was about harnessing the power of belief. Stallone knew that if he could see it in his mind's eye, he could make it a reality, and he did, time and time again, proving that the mind truly was the most powerful weapon in his arsenal. Overcoming obstacles, turning setbacks into stepping stones. Life throws punches. Sylvester Stallone knew that better than most. Injuries, exhaustion, self-doubt, they were all part of the journey. But he refused to be defined by setbacks. He embraced them, learned from them, and came back stronger. He viewed obstacles as opportunities for growth. An injury wasn't an excuse to quit, it was a chance to focus on rehabilitation, to come back even stronger and more resilient. Exhaustion wasn't a sign of weakness, it was a testament to his unwavering work ethic. Self-doubt? That was just a voice in his head, and Stallone refused to let it control him. He knew that true strength lay in silencing those negative thoughts and replacing them with unwavering self-belief. He embraced the grind, the ups and downs, the inevitable setbacks. He understood that the path to greatness was rarely linear. It was about getting knocked down and having the grit to get back up, stronger and more determined than before. A legacy of grit and determination. Rambo's enduring impact on fitness. Sylvester Stallone's Rambo workout wasn't just about building a movie physique, it was a testament to hard work, discipline, and an unyielding will. He showed the world you don't need fancy gyms to achieve extraordinary results. All you need is the fire within, and the drive to push beyond your limits. Rambo's influence on fitness culture continues to inspire millions worldwide. It's a legacy that extends far beyond the silver screen. Since you made it to the end of this video, remember to comment, like, and subscribe.